Hi, Carol. How are you?
Uh, I'm doing okay today. Not great.
Okay, well, let me introduce myself and then, well, we can talk about what's going on. My name is Carmen. I have a bachelor's degree in science of nursing, and I'm currently working on my master's as a psychiatric nurse practitioner. I will be doing a comprehensive and a confidential assessment today. However, I do have to report any child or elder abuse or any suicidal and homicidal behaviors. Do you have any questions before we get started?
No, no,
And are you okay if I take notes?
of course. Yeah.
Okay. Also, I wanted to talk to you about the types of therapy that I use. Um, Usually, I use a combination between Gestalt therapy and existential therapy. However, I will be using a here and now approach, which is more of a Gestalt approach, okay? So, Carol, tell me what brings you in today.
My boyfriend and I broke up, and I've been really sad, and I've been cutting.
Okay. Um, have you been having any like suicidal thoughts as well, or has it just been cutting?
Yes, I have. Although I don't think I would actually go through with it, but I have been thinking about what it would be like to just take all of my medication all at once and not be here anymore.
Okay, well, Carol, counseling is a good place for, clients like yourself to share your suicidal thoughts. And I can be a better help to you if you tell me a little bit more about, your emotions, any type of distress, and your actual suicidal thoughts.
Okay. So I've just been, we broke up a couple of weeks ago, and I thought we were going to be together forever, so I've been very sad and upset, and I cry all the time. Usually my medication works okay for the crying and the sadness. I've been having that for a long time, but since the breakup, I've still been taking it. My mom administers my medications every day, but the cutting just makes me feel a little bit better. It's really the only thing I have control over. I feel like in my life I have to go to school and I have to see him every day, and I can't change that. So that part's pretty upsetting.
Well, I can see that you're saddened by this breakup and that it is affecting you. Let's talk about your cutting and the suicidal thoughts for a bit, okay?
Okay.
When was the last time that you actually had thoughts about suicide?
Uh, Before I came here.
Okay. Now, do these thoughts just, gently pop into your head or are they constantly there?
They just kind of gently pass through my head. Just think about, I'm in a lot of pain, and if I didn't have to be in that pain anymore, that would be better. But I'm too chicken to go through with anything like that, and I wouldn't want to hurt my mom and my family, and it just don't really have a lot going in my favor right now.
Okay. How often do you find yourself cutting?
Every day after school.
Okay. Um, and are, how about suicide? How often do you find yourself thinking about that?
It usually goes along with after seeing him at school. After school, when I cut, is usually when I think about the suicide.
Yeah, I can understand how frustrating it is to lose someone. Prior to the ending of this relationship, how did you deal with, other things in life that might have made you upset?
Well, I work. I have some coping skills that I learned from my previous therapist. I do like deep breathing whenever I get anxious. I For my depression I've had in the past, I did a lot of journaling and tried to, I think they called it like self-compassion, and tried to realize what I'm going through is real. And but whenever you go through a hard time, some of those skills that I've learned in the past just kind of go away, and the harmful things come back.
Okay. Journaling is definitely a good way to cope with everything that is going on. Um, Now, I wanted to, as you know, I am a mandated reporter, so I do have to include your parents, and I have to notify them of what is going on with you because you are a minor. How does that make you feel?
Worried. I'm afraid they're going to be mad at me.
Okay. Well, we can have a group session. That way we can tell them together and we can, it'll be easier, I think. And you can tell them how you've been feeling and we can start finding ways to help you cope with the situation.
Okay. Yeah,
Uh,
that I think that would be better if we could tell them together. That way they wouldn't get mad or yell at me.
yes, I agree. And I do want you to understand that even though confidentiality is a major thing for us, I don't want you to I don't want you to feel as though I'm breaking the relationship as far as confidentiality goes. But because this is about suicide and self-harm, I am mandated to disclose that to your parents, okay?
Okay.
Now, I know that you said that overdosing on medication was how you thought about attempting suicide.
Yes.
So I think at this point, it would be best in your favor if maybe your parents held your medication for now and just gave you your dose when it was due. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, that'll be fine. I feel like I can take them on my own, and but if that would make you feel better and my parents feel better that they could give them to me, that would be okay.
Okay. So at least for now, until we can figure out ways to help you better cope with the breakup. Okay. Um, do you have any questions right now?
No, thank you for seeing me, Carmen. I appreciate it.
Yes, of course. And I think with everything that is going on, we should arrange to see you maybe twice weekly. Does that work for you?
Yes, as long as my mom can get me here, that will be fine.
Okay. Why don't we schedule a family session next time you come in, and then we can get them involved and start working on a plan to help you cope and get better.
Okay, that works for me.
Okay, Carol. I'll see you in a couple of days. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Carmen.
You're welcome. Bye bye.